I'm going to start this off just a little bit different than I usually do. I'm going to tell you a story first. Once upon a time, in a bustling city, there lived a little young girl named Lily. She often found herself questioning the impact she was making in the world. In the grand scheme of things, she believed her efforts seemed insignificant and futile. But little did she know something extraordinary was about to happen. Every day, Lily woke up with a sense of purpose. She would go to a local park and set up a small desk with a pencil and paper. Passerby would curiously approach, wondering what is this young girl up to. Lily would explain her mission. I may not be able to change the whole world, she says, but I can make a difference in one person's life every single day, and that's what matters. Some people dismissed her efforts as inconsequential. Others, however, were intrigued and sat down, shared their stories. Lily would listen attentively, offer a compassionate ear for occasional words of encouragement. The people who engaged with her would often leave with a renewed sense of hope and determination. Days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months. The park became a known place of solace and inspiration. People from all walks of life to Lily's desk to share their struggles, dreams, aspirations. News of her presence spread, and even those who were attentively skeptical changed their tune. One evening, as Lily was unpacking up her belongings, an elderly man approached her, his eyes filled with gratitude. He told her, "You may never know the magnitude of your impact, but I want you to know that you saved my life. I was on the verge of giving up, but your kindness and willingness to listen made me believe in myself again. Thank you." Lily felt a lump in her throat as tears welled up in her eyes. In that moment, she realized that even though she couldn't change the whole world, her actions had the power to change individuals' lives. From that day forward, Lily continued her mission with renewed faith and determination. She became a pillar of support for those who felt unheard, overspoken, and lost. Each person she helped became a ripple in the pond, inspiring others to make a difference in their own unique ways. As time passed, Lily became a symbol of hope, reminding everyone that makes a difference in one person's life was invaluable. Gradually, the impact extended beyond the park, touching the hearts of lives countless individuals throughout the whole city. Never underestimate the power of your actions, no matter how small they may seem. Remember Lily, who reminded us that changing a whole world may be overwhelming, but making a difference in the life even of one person can be just as impactful. Real quick, make sure you guys hit that follow button. I have a goal to hit 100 million followers by the end of the year. So help me make that happen. Now, I don't know if what I'm doing here, what I'm doing on my other platforms, my Instagram, my TikTok, my Facebook, uh, I, I don't know if I'm really making a difference in the whole world in this scheme of things. But what I do know is that over my 3.5 years of making content, that I impacted individuals here and there. I impacted people to start their own weight loss journey. I impact people to continue their weight loss journey because they gave up. I inspired people to not lose weight but gain weight because they're small. They were like skin and bones, and they told me that I inspired them to gain weight. That inspired them to continue to bulk up. I had people say that my journey, even though they're at their point that they want to be, they're fit, their muscular build, their tone, whatever, is exactly where they want. And my story inspires them to keep pushing themselves even though they're there. Once you hit your goal, you're like, oh, next. They were in that phase of, oh, what's next? I hit my goal. I don't know what to do now. But I'm no Joey Swole. I'm no Mr. Beast, Casey Neistat. I'm no Simply Text. I'm no Beast to Beast. I'm none of these guys. I'm Native Saiyan, aka Bill. If you didn't know, my name is Bill William. But for a while there in my social media, I was emulating other people. Let's vlog like Casey. Let's do huge giveaways like Mr. Beast. Let's do this because you've seen this person do this. Let's do that because I've seen other people do this because it was a success. Let's do, and I'm losing who I am. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm not being my true authentic self until I would say probably around late 2022. I started being me and not worrying about the algorithm, not worrying about did this video get the views I wanted to, did this video impact people the way I wanted to. And I put out videos that I'm happy with. I put out videos that I want my message to be put out in a certain way, and it will get better. It will get figure out a way to tell my stories out in the wild, and I've been getting out a whole lot more, a lot more. And this year, I want to say the last 2 months, I've really been getting out a lot more. And we over this year since February, I think was a huge shift in February was a huge shift in like my mental battle of, am I even making progress? Am I even like, is this even worth it? Is this, should I quit or should I keep going? Because guess what? In February was the last time I used my walker. I don't know if you remember, but I used to walk her all the time. We huddled everywhere. Anytime I'd have to like walk, I'd walk like 10 feet, and then the wheelchair would have to be there. I couldn't walk a huge long distance. I couldn't walk into the store without the wheelchair. I couldn't walk into a meeting without my wheelchair, and it was exhausting looking back at it. But it's been since February of 2023 that I haven't used my wheelchair. And then I started using my walker a lot more. And as of this month, we haven't used, well, since last month, because it's a whole new month. This is November now, and since October, I think we used it twice, 3 times. I don't know. Very less than a handful of times over the last month. And realized I could stand, I could talk with people for a while. I could pump my own gas, walk in, pay for it, come out, still stand there and talk with people. It was a long grind, and I'll have to admit that a lot of the times I was given 10% effort, 5% effort, maybe 15%, pushing it effort, and I was expecting 100% results, which is insane to me, but I realize that's how a lot of people are. They put in the most minimal, people put in the most minimal effort and expect the biggest results. How can you really see huge results if you put in the very most minimal effort into it? And that's what I did. It was just, I don't know. But I just got way off topic of what I want to talk about with this story. I just want to impact that one person. Every video I put out, I want to reach that one person. Maybe change it's not really changing their perspective. It's like giving one person that value in my video. Giving that one person the motivation, inspiration, like a perspective on something that they never even really thought of. Something, I don't know. Educate them on something like, I don't know, random fact, like 3,500 calories is a pound of fat. People realize that, but like how much do people really know that? I think most common knowledge is pretty common, but you'd be surprised on how much common knowledge is not so common. And until I started doing my weight loss journey, I didn't know that. And yeah, it's been a really interesting journey for me, especially these, like opening up to you guys and just talking. I don't have to worry about the fancy camera work. I don't have to worry about, does this shot work? Does that shot work? All I'm doing is just setting up the tripod, talking to you guys, and it's really just helping me process things. Just talking about it is really, really, really helpful. I know I'm not opening up on like huge emotional things, like big old trauma stuff, but like I want to start out small. I want to start out like things that bothered me or things that I think about, like smaller things. I don't want to get into like my growing up stuff. Well, at least not yet. How my childhood was, how my neighborhood was, how I've seen it in my perspective, my eyes. And it's such a deeper dive into who I am. And maybe I'll have the courage to start talking about that. Maybe I'll have the courage to do that sooner than later. I don't know. But this right now, I'm really enjoying this. If you made it this far in the video, if you're not following, can you please follow? I appreciate you. You're amazing. Have an amazing day.